as the Young Adventist Professionals of Kenya, a collective of professionals drawn from the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kenya. Our purpose here is very simple and very clear: to condemn in the strongest terms possible the abductions going on. One of us, Ronnie Kiplagat, a youth leader at Kikuyu Central, was abducted right here in church. We are not as sad right now because what we received just a while ago is that Ronnie has been released. So, however, it will be important for you to note that before his abduction, Ronnie was not a government critic. He is not a politically active citizen. His only crime is being a brother to Gideon Kibet, a cartoonist, who to date is still missing. This is not just an attack on Ronnie or Kibet or others, but also an attack on the sanctity of our places of worship and our right to gather in peace. It is deeply ironic that this government, which campaigned on a platform of Christianity and moral superiority, has desecrated sacred values by targeting worshippers and abducting them, either from church or just outside of church. It would interest you to know that throughout history, places of worship have been recognized as sacred and inviolable. From the Bible, we, the Young Adventist Professional, will not stand idly as injustice prevails. Today, we demand the immediate and unconditional release of all those who have been abducted. Number two, that the government must respect court orders and end this unlawful practice of enforced disappearances. 3, a public commitment from the government to uphold the sanctity of places of worship as enshrined in both Kenya law and international conventions. This command seriously. It is our duty as believers, first, and citizens to stand against oppression and speak truth to power. This is not an Adventist issue. It is a national issue. It is a moral issue and a human rights issue. So today, we invite people from all faiths and denominations to join us in this cause. If one of us is not safe in a place of worship, none of us is. We call upon Kenyan people to stand united against injustice.
It's simple. It is the same government that said they are not aware who is abducting these youths. Now they are released. One, released by who? And if you know who has released them, then should you disband that team? Because the fear is not the release of Ronnie that has happened and other youths, but the fear is tomorrow it might be my brother or the person behind me or you holding the camera as a fellow youth. So the team that has released them, can the government tell us who are they? Can the team be disbanded? Can they face prosecution? Because what they're doing, as we know, is not in accordance to the law. That is the first thing. Secondly, the other day we see our leaders turning out. We as youth watch and observe what the leaders are doing. Confidently, a leader will come out and say, Mimi bana, if you had given me that CS seat as interior, hii maneno ya social media and the youth and cartoon will not have happened. Those are very insidious words. It is treacherous. I mean, what is this kind of leader trying to tell us? What hurts us most is we are well aware these leaders are not educated. Some of them have no these qualifications they're speaking. No wonder they have the guts to speak on the camera and say, if you had given me this opportunity, then these social media things and these young people will not be there. We are here. We have degrees lying in our rooms and our bedrooms. We have nothing to do with them. You are telling this government, do not sell fear. The people surrounding you in the presidency Actually, as a matter of fact, we should be worried around them. If they can come in front of the camera and say, mimi ungenipea hii kiti ya CS, hii maneno ya social media na hii vijana ingekuwa, that is to say we are very worried as the youth and the leadership of this country. And trust you me, for the first time, the youths of this country, we are going to come together, take our IDs, take our voters registration, and trust you me, hatutapiga kura tu, tutachunga kura. For the first time, we'll go live on our TikTok from every ward and every station when the elections are going to be announced. Do not try us. Do not listen to what these people are telling you. We are asking, just as you are saying as our leaders that we should abide by the law, can you also abide by the law? And the law says that anyone who has been arrested within 24 hours should be given a right to face the court. We ask that one Gideon Kibet, we know the brother has been released. There is nothing to be thankful about. In any case, as I have said earlier, the team that abducted him should be prosecuted. The team should be disbanded. The government said it does not know who did it, yet it is them who have released them. We need to know that. We ask that Gideon Kibet be produced. We even ask him not to be freed, no, but can he face the court of law according to his rights as the citizens of this country. Hii michezo ya kushika kuachilia, ukisikia tunaingia street munaachilia, unashika, follow due process. I am speaking. I don't know if today now one was abducted in this church grounds, whether I speak or step out will happen again, but I am not afraid. Kuuza uoga kazi hatuna, even money. These youths hawana hata pesa ya kununua uoga bwana.
And now we are talking about someone being abducted right from a place of worship. Surely, if there is no honor for the young people, then there should be honor for God. So that when you come to church, you know that you're coming to worship God and that you are safe, and that an elite squad or a killer squad or an abduction squad is not waiting for you outside a place of worship. Here at Kikuyu Central, people have worshipped for ages and ages peacefully. Personally, I've been to this church. I love the preaching and the music, and nobody has ever been abducted from church by anyone whosoever, not even criminals. We are worried by the denial by the police that they did not know and still do not know who has been abducting these people. As you are aware, we pay these people with our taxes. This is our money that they spend. This is our money which is used to buy uniforms, which is used to buy equipment, which is used to buy guns. And the purpose of this equipment and personnel is to protect Kenyans. But here is a police service and a National Security Council saying that they do not know for sure who is abducting the young people. If they do not know, then who should know? Because it is their responsibility to know. Today they are saying that those young men have been released. They have been released by who?
By who?
And from where? Those are the questions that we are seeking to ask. Who has released them and from where have they been released? We are not happy. We are actually very sad and we are not grateful. We are completely ungrateful that young people have been in jail for 15 days. They missed their Christmas. They missed their Happy New Year. They've come back looking traumatized,
Shaved.
merely because of criticizing government.
Sad.
Then there is also the issue of a person being judged guilty by association. Ronnie Kiplangat has never been a government critic and has not even shown that he has any political ambitions or thoughts or even shared his political thoughts with the rest of us. So at what point did he also become a government critic that deserved to be abducted if this was not mere goose chase and an attempt to intimidate the powerful voices that are speaking against the excesses of government? Call upon the Inspector General Douglas Kanja to take charge of the service or resign. If he is not able to run the police service, it is honorable to just resign. He will not be the first that has ever resigned. Resigning is more honorable than failing. He should not say that there are people who are not under his command that are abducting people. That is illegal under our national law and even international law. So today we speak against the desecration of places of worship, the tear gassing of places of worship, the burning of places of worship as we saw in the 2007 violence, and now the abduction of people from church. Let churches and mosques and sacred places of worship be safe.
Yes.
Let Kenyans go there and find the Lord.
Yeah.
Let them go there and their burdens are lifted at Calvary. Young people of Kenya, we are saying we are not too young for leadership. And when an opportunity arises and when it comes, we are ready and willing to show that we have the intellect and the ability to lead this nation. But at this point, we want our rights to be respected and honored, so that if I make a mistake, I as Morara Kebaso, I should be properly arrested
Yes.
by a uniformed police officer, informed of my reason of arrest,
Yes.
be taken to a police station gazetted by law, booked into an occurrence book with time, be allowed an opportunity to see an advocate,
Yes.
be allowed access to food and medicine, not the way we saw what happened to Okia Omtata. Even in biblical terms, you cannot deny a person or a prisoner food or medicine. Let me be given access to that medicine and food, and let me be produced before a court of law as per my rights under Article 49 of the Constitution of the rights of arrested persons, and Article 50 on the right to a fair hearing and fair trial. I've been reliably informed, and the media has that information, that Ronnie Kiplangat was found somewhere in Machakos, and Bernard Kavuli, who was abducted from Ngong, was found in Kitale, which is several kilometers away from Ngong. Then we've also had news that Bernard Kavuli was also found in, I think it's Nairobi CBD. This is sad. This is sad because leo ni mimi, kesho ni wewe. Let us stand against these abductions, and more so the discretion of places of worship, like it happened in Kikuyu Central Church, where a person is abducted from. Republic of Kenya, there is fear. And we need to embolden and make every Kenyan feel courageous and safe in our country. I know that, and I'm aware of it, that the church had sought some of the CCTV images of this place, but some members of the public were unwilling to volunteer this information or this data. We do not want to belabor them or burden them. Everybody is afraid. They are afraid of being abducted. They are afraid of being mentioned as the ones who provided information. They are afraid of being killed. Not everybody can be courageous and stand like this and speak. As you can see, we are quite few, because most of the young people have actually been afraid of this. So we hope that members of the public are going to be cooperative in the future by not only providing information when somebody is abducted, but also, you know, raising alarm when things like this happen in their communities and streets. Nobody should be abducted while people are walking around and enjoying their normal business as if it's business as usual. Remember, today it's that person, tomorrow it is you.
They're saying it is him, others are accusing it is the other. Others even are coming confidently and saying the youth are abducting themselves. I think it's so sad, very sad, to see that they are talking about issues about lives and they are playing with them. You are playing politics with this generation. They need to know and understand that the generation of today, they are educated. Information is passed easily, unlike the previous years. We do not want to know who is doing what and the games are being played. All we want is, does that mean has the government failed them to know that who is abducting this, or has the government failed? Can it not do that? So should we pay taxes or should we stop? You know, because that is part of the responsibility. We're not interested with the games. Who is doing what and who is saying what? Whether the former DP or who is or self-abductions, those are mere politics. We don't play politics with the lives of the youth. That is something you do not do. If we pay taxes and the government cannot protect us, they should tell us. A government that cannot protect its citizens has no reason to be in power. We have no reason to re-elect them then again. Then they should come up and tell us boldly that we cannot protect you and we are afraid we can't. And in 2027, as we have said, if, and to use the word if, trust you me, if we will get there then, if not, because it's not only one term, it could be a half-term presidency, then the government should tell us, have they failed?
And this is not a matter of politics anyway. This is a matter of life and death. It's a matter of the liberty of persons. It's a matter of safety and security of Kenyans.
Yes.
Whether you like them, whether you don't like them, whether they come from a tribe that you believe is good or a tribe that you do not like, this is not even an issue of tribalism. People have been abducted from Rift Valley, where the president comes from, Ronnie Kiplangat and Kibet Bull. So it traverses politics. It's about safety and security. And if there is something that should not be politicized in this country, it is the safety and security of Kenyans.
Yes.
Because we've seen what happens when safety and security of Kenyans is threatened. You've seen what politics has done to the safety and security of the people in Pokot and the rest of the bandit-stricken areas. You've seen what politics has done with the safety and security of the people in northeastern Kenya, where there is extremism and Al-Shabaab. You've seen what politics has done to safety and security in different places of the Republic of Kenya, especially when politicians are allowed to run security, a very sensitive matter in the Republic of Kenya. Safety and security of the young people also comes with meaningful employment. President William Ruto is complaining about young people, criticizing him on social media. Has he given them jobs so that they are busy doing something else?
Yes.
Because when people don't have something to do, you will be the job. And indeed, the young people have made William Ruto their job. So he needs to make it his job to ensure that these people are gainfully employed by industrializing our country, by reducing corruption which takes away opportunities of young people, by enabling them to access capital from financial institutions to start business. These are the simple things we are asking from him. We are not even power hungry or seeking so much to change power. We'll only want to change power if he does not listen. And we are hoping that in this new year, he has made his new year resolution to be a better president in 2025.
Yeah.